school directors, and of course, class of 2019. Before we begin with the national anthem pledge, I would like to take a moment to remember two important people who are not physically here with us tonight, but I know they are in spirit. Both Mr. Gonzalez and Devin Holloway. A smile that will forever have a lasting impact on us all. Please observe a moment of silence in their memory and anyone else close to you. Thank you. With the senior chorus members, Caroline Webb, please report to the stage. Audience in class of 2019, please rise to the singing of the national anthem and remain standing for the Pledge of Allegiance.
Stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watched, were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red glare, bursting and bursting in their proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the free?
Flag of the United States of America, to the republic which stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please be seated.
In front of the party at the bottom.
Family, friends, and fellow graduates, it is my honor to welcome you to the graduation ceremony for the Penn class of 2019. I have the pleasure of being your senior class president. Today marks a very important moment in our lives as a student and as an individual. Today's graduation ceremony signifies your culmination of your secondary education, commencement of a more serious and demanding education.
Please be soon.
Our graduation today is not only about personal finances, PhDs, our Penn diplomas. All of hard work, laughter, tears, planning, and discussions have paid off for us. In a few hours, Penn was gathered. Birthday my classmates, my friends, let us embrace our last session as students who hold the memory of the time created here in our hearts. Thank you once again, and congratulations to the class of 2019. Student Council President, Lori Clemens.
I would also like to thank the teachers and staff for guiding us along this wonderful journey. The standards of what senior year could be like. Last homecoming dance, our last lunch, our last first day of school, and our last day of school. Our last football game and our last school. But together, all considered great first. Like today, we've experienced our first perfect football game. Stay tuned. First time, our girls bowling team were section champions state qualifiers. Or the first time our school musical was nominated for 17 Kelly Awards. And we have alone been granted a little over $3 million in scholarship money. And lastly, we were the first students to start a movement. 2 years ago, we lost two students in our school. Donovan Banks and Devin Holloway. We lost one of these students to gun violence. Penn Hills class of 2019 were the very first, but hopefully not the last, to hold a school walkout for Victor gun violence. With the help of our great and Penn Hills class of 2019 were the very first, but hopefully not the last, to hold school walkouts for stricter gun laws with the help of our great teacher, Mr. Gabrielson. Thank you to him. Spoke to our representatives, thanks Sharon McIntosh, and we even started the Black Student Union. Thanks to Low Darden. life was taken, he lives through each and every one of the students in the class of 2019. It's been 4 years since we first stepped foot into Penn Hills High School. It's been 4 long years since our journey began. But like all journeys, one must come to an end. Now that we are here, no one knows for us next. Because starting today, the only thing that's controlling our path to success is our trust in ourselves, and so. There are a few things we should remember on this exciting new journey. First, never forget that we will always be learners after today. We can't get by in life without constant excuses because now we are adults, even though I don't look like one. We're expected to create our own schedules, find our own source of income, and live on our own. From here on out, we will be indulging in a lifestyle filled with uncertainty. But it's not all that bad because we will experience even better new first. Second, to my fellow graduates, look to your left, look to your right. These are the faces that have suffered and conquered the last 4 years with you. These are the people who will always understand you because chances are you're both struggling to pass out one class or even finish out the year. And yes, senioritis is a real thing. Third, never let standards confine your dreams. Always aim to make your mark, allow your voice to be heard, leave your legacy as you have here at the Penn Hills. We may be graduating today, but we are not done here. The memories, the friendships, the experiences, those things will live with us forever. Our teachers and mentors have given us a foundation, and it's our responsibility to build our future on top of it. We must continue to leave our legacy. Finally, as we embark on our new journey, always remember the words of Lao Tzu, the journey of 1,000 miles begins with one step. And today, we all take that first step. Class of 2019, congratulations, and remember, it's a great day to be an Indian! Now, it's my pleasure to introduce our Superintendent of Schools, Nancy Hines. Dr. Nancy Hines.
Break it up some more.
Yes, oh, no, bro. Oh, yeah, you go, baby.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome. Admittedly, the past few years have been extremely challenging for our community, our students, and our staff. Members of the class of 2019 are well aware of these challenges due to their age and maturity level. While challenges can divide us, especially when we get tired and/or affected personally, I recall a specific challenge that brought us together this year. Earlier this year, as many know, we refused to compete against sports teams from another community until allegations of racist remarks were formally investigated by a higher authority. Several young men, parents, administrators, and I offered testimony at a hearing convened by the higher authority, and one of our parents even wrote a very moving piece that was captured and shared by local media. Unfortunately, after we thought we had reached an understanding and we agreed to resume play, the other community modified its event security plan. We couldn't believe it, especially given that we had just been through a very hurtful situation with them. These were not high-profile games, and one event had even been closed off to fans. Once again, we requested a formal investigation from the higher authority, but this time, no investigation was offered. Our entire community and others outside our borders were outraged. Many spoke out on our behalf. Unfortunately, our words seemed to fall on deaf ears, and many viewed us as just being too sensitive, which further aggravated an already volatile situation. I just couldn't believe it, especially since I was born and raised in this other community. To me, the problem was so obvious, yet they could not see it. And then a very unlikely duo, a volleyball coach, Jay Mitlow, and one of his players went public and condemned the original incident and events that followed, including the change in security. Lo and behold, the other side seemed to take notice. Why these two individuals were able to get the attention of the other community cannot be confirmed. However, it seems their shared message sparked a change of heart. The new security plan was abandoned, and the community sent a middle school team to compete with us or against us a few days after the duo went on camera. I actually attended that event, and a coach whom I had known since childhood and several spectators whom I had never met, although I was born and raised in that community, offered apologies, but most importantly, regrets that we had gone through that situation. Finally, I thought, they get it. Accordingly, I would like to thank personally this evening Kelsey Leidig, who's a member of the class of 2019, and Coach Jay Mitlow for helping to spark a change of heart in that very dark moment. I am most thankful that that moment did not break or divide us. Instead, we stood together in that moment as a unified Penn Hills community and made it very clear we are one tribe. Students, we've all been told that adversity builds character and increases wisdom. So there must have been a lesson in all of this. Let me share what I've learned. Represent your cause in clear and direct terms and in the absence of personal attacks. Don't let your cause be exploited by those who thrive on drama or those who have a personal agenda beyond your cause. Invoke the assistance of those who have the authority to offer relief and push them to formulate and share publicly their position on your cause. Accept and support assistance from those who want to help, even when you feel they have no connection to your cause. You cannot predict in advance who might have the greatest impact and whose voice might spark a change of heart. Focus on the cause, not the person. And finally, I've been asked on behalf of Christiana Gordon, who characterizes herself as a proud Penn Hills alum from the class of 2018, to remind our newest graduates that your foundation always reflects back to your roots. Class of 2019, congratulations and best of luck.
And now I would like to present the valedictorians of the class of 2019. Aaliyah Allen, Alice Bowser, Michael Bracken, Angelo Capone, Michaela Dilo, Margaret Fraccioni, Risby Nassambe, Christina Hilko, Tyler Kenny, Emma Lintelman, Marshall MacArthur, Blake Miller, Samantha Navari, Jasmine Wynn, Zachary Oswald, Stephanie Perry, Alexis Pleskovich, Alexandra Pofi, Stephen Sala, Kristen Schrantz. Kari Smith. Caroline Webb. And Madupe Wesu. Congratulations. Our speakers tonight will be Brisby Nassimbe and followed by Marshall MacArthur.
Hi guys. Do you want to spend the rest of your life selling sugar and water, or do you want a chance to change the world? This is what Steve Jobs said to John Foley, CEO of Pepsi, in 1983, when Jobs was recruiting Foley to be the CEO of Apple. John Foley would eventually lead to Steve Jobs getting fired from Apple, a company that Jobs famously co-founded in his garage. Some would say that Jobs made a big mistake, but while no longer with Apple, Jobs founded the computer company Next. Most of us never heard of the company because 11 years later, Apple, now struggling, arranged a deal to buy Next and return Steve Jobs back to Apple. After the purchase, software from Next was used to eventually develop macOS, iOS, watchOS, and tvOS, operating systems that we all use every day with our iPhones, Apple Watches, MacBooks, and Apple TVs. Before we were old enough to care about more than Disney Channel snack time, we were imbued with amazing stories of amazing people doing amazing things. The Founding Fathers ratifying the U.S. Constitution in 1789. America becomes the only country to put men on the moon in 1969. Barack Obama, the first African American to be elected United States President in 2008. Our elementary school teachers, however, left out the part about the Founding Fathers ratifying the Articles of Confederation first, a constitution that failed miserably before being replaced 8 years later by a current one. Or how before Apollo 11 took Neil Armstrong to the moon, Apollo 1 caught on fire during the test run, killing everyone on board. This led to changes in the spacesuit used and the way the spacecraft was situated. And Obama became the first black president exactly 50 years after the civil rights movement ended, a period of social and legislative change that came after centuries of slavery, oppression, and racial injustice. Successful people that leave their mark on the world don't spontaneously generate, and it doesn't come easy to anyone. What sets them apart from the other millions of people who are equally intelligent or had equal opportunity is the willingness to continue. The ability to make a mistake and use that mistake as a stepping stone to learn. Class of 2019, it is with the utmost conviction that I say we are one of the best graduating classes ever. Look back at our high school career. The football team had a perfect season and won states for the first time since 1995. Our boys basketball team, led by class of 2019, went undefeated in our section a year after winning WIPUL. Our Black Student Union was started by the class of 2019. We organized walkouts and spoke up about issues of importance. Our bowling team got 6th in regionals and went to states. We broke WIPUL swimming records. 3 students in our graduating class sent a computer to space. And we owe it to the fact that we made mistakes. Sophomore year, the football team didn't make it to playoffs, and the basketball team lost their first round of playoffs by 2 points. Freshman year, we didn't have a Black Student Union. Our bowling team hadn't been in states since before we entered high school. The students who sent a computer to space had almost no knowledge of code, and none of us knew how we could mobilize, organize, and inspire change. Then we figured out and struggled to do it right. We made so many mistakes, thought of different ways to succeed, and made even more mistakes. But we had our parents reprimanding, encouraging, raising us. We had coaches helping us realize our potential. We had teachers like Mr. Gabrielson committed to imparting their knowledge for our benefit, who I would also like to thank for walking out with us and supporting us at our events. We had counselors like Mr. Gonzalski, willing to guide us to success, and then after he passed away, Mr. Darcy and Ms. Gonzalski continued that with us. All of these people in our own perseverance helping us use our mistakes to learn. And that's why we were successful. So class of 19, I hope we all keep the same spirit. I hope we all leave today willing to go our separate ways towards something greater and willing to make many mistakes before getting there. I hope we all have the courage to leave the towns we were born in, circumstances meant to hold us back, and are slightly above minimum wage jobs at Starbucks and Chick-fil-A. As Steve Jobs asked John Scully 36 years before this moment, do you want to spend the rest of your life selling sugared water, or do you want a chance to change the world? Take your chance to change the world. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. As I stand at the podium today, I realize that despite my accomplishments that led me here, I am not perfect. I feel a little closer to perfect looking out at you old heads, though. Some of your hairlines are perfectly crooked. Yeah, I know it may seem like life sometimes hands you the short end of the stick. Or maybe it just hands your barber the short end of the clippers. Regardless of circumstance, we learn that everyone makes mistakes. We begin to notice our mistakes as children. Accidentally running into traffic and then getting whiplash from your dad's Goliath grip as he pulls you back onto the sidewalk. The only thing scarier than getting hit by a car is getting your dad's grotesque stare, making you never want to do something so stupid as blindly crossing the street again. There's also losing your wallet at the park with all your life savings of $20. While you're having post-traumatic wallet loss, your mom drones through an hour-long lecture about how if you aren't responsible, you'll never have nice things. Let's not forget about borrowing that candy at the store that looked so enticing on the shelves that you had to take it. You quickly learn that your mother's interrogations are a lot worse than her lectures. She pressures you to cave and tell the truth, to her and the store manager. But then she forgives you, thus teaching you the power of admitting your mistakes to others, and most importantly, to yourself. Once we finally admit our mistakes, how do we truly learn from them? Well, mistakes are more than just negative images of our past. Mistakes can be guiding hands to mold our present selves into better shape for the future. The phrase, history repeats itself, should not describe our mistakes. In the face of our mistakes, we should show that character repeats itself. Our character should be that of a humble student, eagerly awaiting failure as an opportunity to gain a fresh perspective. Mistakes should be our motivation to improve and grow. What some may see as useless, high achievers see as progress. What some may see as boring, the creative see as the start of something beautiful. What some may see as a waste of time, the devoted see as innovation. All impactful people in the world have imperfections. They have bigger goals than perfection in mind and realize that experience helps them reach those goals. Caving to the pressure of being perfect hinders our individuality. One of the biggest problems we face as a society involves us weighing our importance by other people's standards. The toxic state of social media creates an unachievable demand for perfection, reinforced by our peers and our community. However, success has never been synonymous with perfection. Success is experimentation. Success is trial and error. Success is taking two steps backwards to go one step forward. Success is acknowledging mistakes are inevitable and embracing them in the process toward greatness. Teddy Roosevelt said, "The only man who makes no mistakes is the man who never does anything." Do not be afraid to make mistakes, providing you do not make the same one twice. If our football team was afraid to make a few bad plays, they would not have become the 2018 WIBIL and state champions, taking home the first state title since 1995. If our class was afraid to get a few wrong answers, we would not have all these classmates dressed in white. If our musical cast was afraid to have a few missed cues, the Addams Family would not have been nominated for 7 Gene Kelly Awards. If we students were afraid because of a few misspoken words, Penn Hills would not have a voice in the Antoine Rose rally, the anti-gun violence demonstration, or meetings with our state representatives on relevant issues today. Our class has come together, embraced our mistakes, and had many successes in the last 4 years. Most importantly, we've grown into individuals willing to fail for a better future. This drive is what the world needs most moving forward. Currently, 21% of school students are impoverished, and 20% of students between 13 and 18 years old have experienced severe mental illness in their lives. Additionally, school shootings are steadily increasing. Conditions for the youth are getting worse. With this in mind, we all have important roles to fill in our communities for the future generations. Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. said, "Be a bush if you can't be a tree. If you can't be a highway, just be a trail. If you can't be a sun, be a star. For it isn't by size that you win or fail. Be the best of whatever you are." Remember the impact we can have by spreading positivity and love. Regardless of the paths in life we choose, our mistakes can motivate us to build a better future for the youth and less fortunate, so they too can learn from their mistakes. In conclusion, I am not perfect. I've made countless mistakes in high school. I've failed tests, lost opportunities, and made poor decisions. Fortunately, I've had so many positive influences that helped me overcome my mistakes and fueled my success. I wouldn't be here today without the endless love from my parents and family, the wisdom of God and my Hebron Church family, the guidance from the teachers and staffs of Penn Hill School District, the care of my classmates, and the support of my best friends, the Brodegon. I see you guys. We're all imperfect. Own it, embrace it. Congratulations, class of 2019. Our mistakes are the cornerstones for the remarkable future we already have started building. Thank you.
So I have been telling the class of 2019, at least many members of it, that I had a surprise tonight. My surprise was a guest speaker. Our guest visited Penn Hills earlier this year. He is an accomplished attorney with the ACLU, holds teaching credentials from several states, and is an award-winning author. His book, The Knucklehead's Guide to Escaping a Trap, inspired the class of 2019. Please help me welcome back Dr. Amir Whittaker. Penn Hills class of 2019, how we doing? All right. So, when I say 20, y'all say 19, 20? 20? When I say 20, y'all say 19, 20? 20. Cool. Class of 2019, it's an honor to come back here and join you today for this very important, inspirational day. First of all, give it up for your family and your parents and everybody who supported you over the past 4 years of high school, but 12 years of education, preparing your breakfast in the morning, getting you here, helping you with school clothes and everything else, homework and everything for a year. So over a decade of your investment is paying off today, so feel proud, family. Also give it up for your teachers, administrators, counselors, the school staff, school board, and everyone else who invested into you so you can get to this moment. And last but certainly not least, give it up to yourselves for everything you had to go through to get to this day today. Be very proud of this day today. High school alone, over 720 days of school, which comes to 4,300 hours of learning, about 260,000 minutes of you invested into your future, right? And this is just the beginning. And I'm so honored that part of your senior year, you were able to read my autobiography. So some of that time was spent me sharing my story. And I want to talk today about something that was mentioned. I believe Caroline, one of the first student speakers, talked about how you all invested in your dreams and goals. And I just want to leave you with an important point to distinguish between your dreams and your goals, right? If you can remember one quote from Dr. Knucklehead, right? It's that dreams are for those who are sleeping and goals are for those who are awake, right? So we all have dreams and ideas, right? You dreamed of this day, right? But you turned it into a goal by doing your homework, by, passing your classes and those meaningful steps towards your goals. So no matter what, make sure that those dreams you have are matched with your behavior and matched with your action. That's really critical, right? Now, you all have been in high school during just some of the most interesting years in history, right?
as was mentioned, during your first freshman years, you had the first president of color in this country's history, right? So I'm sure that was inspirational for you. But we've also seen rises in shootings and violence not too far from here just last year, right? It was the largest attack on the Jewish community, on the synagogue. We've seen the largest school shootings in recent years. We've seen a rise in just intolerance and hatred in some ways. So I can just imagine how you all feel as young people going out into the world, seeing how adults are conducting themselves. And you all, as Penn Hill students specifically, have seen some things happen that impacted your education and that will now lead to cuts and impact future education and students. So it's important to know, right, that despite anything going on around you, right, if you hold on to your dreams, match it with goals and specific behaviors, specific things that you can do, that's what's going to get you there. And because of what you've been through just in your 4 years, what you've had to overcome, think of yourself as having superpowers, right? A lot of my favorite superheroes, they've gone through difficult or traumatic situations, right? You think of Batman, he saw his parents get murdered. A lot of other superheroes, you know, Spider-Man, he saw something similar with his aunt and uncle. You know, those of you who watch Dragon Ball Z, you know I'm a Dragon Ball Z fan, right? But when they're hurt, when the Saiyans are hurt, they get stronger. So just know that everything you've seen over the past few years, you've lost fellow students, and you've overcome so much that you're stronger now because of it. So you're going out into the adult world, even though some of you, I'm sure, like me, had to grow up fast and had to make decisions fast and be out on your own. But just know that you're more prepared and you're stronger because of your struggle and anything you've gone through. And that class of 2019, that chant we did at the beginning, that's something that all of you have in common, right? So you've all come together and you've all worked together over the past 4 years, dealing with intolerance from other schools, other teams and everything, and now you're still here standing strong in spite of that. So for one more time, let's hear it. When I say 20, y'all say 19, 20, 20. All right, peace to the Knucklehead Village and peace and gratitude to all of you. Thank you.
One more round of applause for Dr. Amir Whittaker. Come on. Well, class of 2019, the moment is here. It is time for you to be recognized. Dr. Hines, please join me. The students seated before us have successfully met the graduation requirements set forth by the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania and the Penn Hills Board of Education. They are now ready to receive their diplomas. Dr. Hines, it is my honor to present to you and ask that you accept the Penn Hills class of 2019.
I proudly accept the class of 2019.
Aaliyah Allen. Alice Bowser. Michael Bracken. Angelo Capone. Michaela Delo. Margaret Frascioni. Frisbee Nasibe. Christina Hilko. Tyler Kenny. Emma Lintelman. Marshall MacArthur. Blake Miller. Samantha Navari. Jasmine Wynn. Zachary Oswald. Stephanie Perry. Alexis Pleskovich. Alexandra Pofi. Stephen Sala. Kristen Schranz. Kari Smith. Caroline Webb. Madupe Wesu. Diamond Bryant. Simone Glenn. Naomi Terrell. Autumn Blair.
Messiah Anderson. Tariq Akil. Sarah Ardovich. Trent Asher. Banice Atta. Bernard Atta. Tyree Brooks. Sebastian Bartholomew. Harrison Bash. Jason Bell. Larry Bell. Victoria Beloshetsky. Anthony Best. Devin Best. Alexia Biggenholm. Deshea Biggs Chavis. Jacqueline Blackwell. Ariel Blakeman. Donovan Blue. Michael Bodner. Gary Bonner. Jordan Boswell. Scott Boswell Davenport. Dorian Boyce. Joseph Bozeman. Corral Brabeck. Raven Bradford. Adia Brisker. Eric Brown. Miranda Brown. Ashley Burke. Jasek Burkhart. Emmanuel Berkovich. Keon Butler. Nicole Caldwell. Jonathan Capitini. Sierra Carter. Dante Cephas. Alexandria Chambers. Abigail Chapman. Caroline Chichak. Tracy Clark. Imani Clement. Levon Coleman. Nadia Coleman. Aaron Cortese. Sky Kodo. Trina Crosby. Leona Daly. Matthew Dalrymple. Khalil Darden. Jay Davenport. India Dawkins. Deshaun Dean Mitchell. Javante Deering. Mario Della Femini. Tamara Donald. Nia Drake. Hannah Duncan. Ariana Dunson. Angel Dutrell. Holly Dye. Victoria Ellis. Gabriel Farrell. Andre Fossetti. Malia Folk. Giovanna Fiore. Jordan Fisher. Sean Lodi. Jamie Fontanaza. Jamar Folks. Sterling Frazier. Andrew Freeman. George Freeman. Maya Freeman. Camille Fulton. Matthew Kemperle. Jacob Durkin. Shaylin Germany. Lauren Gibner Wilson. Adrian Blaze. Christopher Gordon. Kanaya Grace. Kamani Gregory. Jordan Griffin. Jamia Guyton. Armand Gustave. Isaiah Hall. Tyler Hall. Anna Marie Hancock. Glenn Hanna. Daquan Hardy. India Harmon. Stacia Hawthorne. Grace Haywood. China Hickman Hill. Kiana Hill. Kiana Hill, sorry. Soraya Hill. Zakura Hines. Joshua Hodney. Mason Holmes. Nigri Horsley. Stanley Howe. Alana Hoy. Brent Hutz. Desmond Hudson. Nia Hudson Henriquez. Rashay Jackson. Rayshawn Jackson Massey. Tiaja Jenkins. Jordan Jennings. Juan Harris. Keith Johnson. Malik Johnson. Anthony Jones. Ariana Jones. Christian Kaczynski. Alice Kamara. Christopher Kirby. Devon King Wright. Jayshawn Knox. Jenna Kokot. Christina Lecoq. Nathaniel Lamb. Chloe Lamman. Andrew LaSalle. Napoleon Lee. Tran Lee. Gabriel Leach. Caleb Lester. Stephanie Lewis Williams. Sophia Little. Matthew Lloyd. Eugene Love. China Lowry Tolbert. Kelsey Lyden. Joshua Mahone. Brendan Maines. Julia Maystel. James Malloy. Emma Martin. Richard Martin. Hollis Mathis. Julia Makita. Jordan Mitchell. Madeline Madros. Brian Montgomery. Noah Moore. Jordan Morgan. Trey Morris. Raquel Moses. Destiny Moultrie. Samantha Murray. Shane Myers. Devon McCoy Marin. Asa Nakala Jackson. Mia McGill. Julie McKenzie. Ashley McKnight. Trinity Nash. Thomas Natalia. Devin Nesman. Juliet Wynn. Daniel Onomosu. Eunice Ogunjemini. Indeed O'Neill. Thomas Otley. DeAndre Overby. Jessica Palmer. Malik Palucci. Naylin Pender. Justin Perkins. Brianna Peterson. Phillips. Elena Bluebell. Sanaya Poe. Quaison Prater. Deval Cooley. Trey Randolph. Unique Rankin. Alexis Rucci. Davon Reynolds. Mario Ritchie. Tayana Robertson. Sky Roach. Cameron Ross. Shiloh Rouse. Paul Rucker. Hassan Russell. Mariah Russell. Asia Sadler. Snowden Sanders. Nevada Schultz. Tyree Shaw. Daniel Sheets. Alexander Samardiak. Jacob Shepard. Alexandria Shields. Ryan Shinko. Emma Shockley. Devonna Short. Andrew Sloan. Kristen Sloan Mosley. Brianna Smedley. Dorian Smith. Terry Smith. Brooke Snyder. Jayla Snyder. Athena Spalla. Kaya Spells. Tyree Spencer. Kima Stanton. Brett Starr. Kyra Starber. William Steele. Tyler Seward. Jaylyn Street. Murad Taha. Jasmine Tate. Makai Taylor Durant. Maxwell Chachua. Jaden Terry. Corey Thomas. DeAndre Thomas. Jalen Thomas. Rashawn Thomas. Davon Thompson. Dana Thompson. Teron Thompson. Taja Thornhill. Jordan Tigner. Andrew Turner. Dwayne Turner. Angelis Urbanski. Natalie Urbanski. Tyree Hickman. Darren Wade. Jaylin Wallace Milling. Alexa Walter. Deontay Washington. Maria Waters. Victoria Wagaman. Kayla Wells. Ajanique White. Bryce White. Michael Whitehead. Brianna Whiting. Diamond J. Whittington. Denver Wilcox. Jenna Wilkes. Brennan Williams Howard. Raylon Wilson. Eric Wilson. Itzel Yanez. Zinalabadine Zalviga.